What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Leon from Leon Talks TV, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to dive into a topic that I think a lot of us men can relate to. The whole idea of effort in dating, especially in the initial first stages of getting to know someone. You know how someone say you need to chase them or to show you care or to prove to them how much you like them and want them. Well, let's talk about it. Why does that always and why it doesn't always make sense? Chapter 1, Understanding the Initial First Stages. First off, let's be real. The first stages of getting to know someone should be a two-way street, right? You would think so, right? However, that's not always the case. If two people like each other, it shouldn't feel like a race. You shouldn't have to jump through hoops just to get to know someone, right? What's important is that both sides put in the same effort, especially when you like each other, right? So when both people are interested, it should flow naturally. Chapter 2, the special mentality. Now here's where it gets tricky. Some women think they should be on a pedestal right from the start. They say, I'm special, I'm the prize, so you should need to chase me. But honestly, if I just met you, how am I supposed to know what makes you special? I don't know your story or what you bring to the table. It feels a bit one-sided if I'm expected to do all the chasing without knowing you. You see, I came across this clip on YouTube from one of those pop the balloon shows where they were doing a catch up with two couples who had met on the show. As they were going through their catch up, things took a turn for the worse. The guy was basically saying that the girl ghosted him and seemed disinterested. From the girl's perspective, she responded by saying, well, you didn't try hard enough. I'm sorry, but you should have kept trying. I'm the prize. You've got to prove to me why we should be together. I'm the catch. Basically, she was saying that he needs to treat her like she's on a pedestal, from what I gathered, and that she doesn't need to make an effort to get to know him. It's his job to pursue her and put in 100%. At that point, it seemed like the guy was blindsided by what she said and he didn't have a comeback for her. But when I look at it, I wonder, how are you the prize? What separates you from all the other women? I think a lot of the time women might feel they're this way when they believe they're better looking, or the man is punching above his weight, or even when the guy isn't completely her type and is not what she's looking for, or don't find him attractive, so to speak. You see, in these situations, women often make excuses for why they don't like someone or why they feel they don't need to try to get to know them. It really just comes down to the fact that if you don't like the guy, you don't like him, it's okay to tell someone that you're not attracted to them. However, I feel like a lot of girls they don't want to come across too shallow. Chapter 3, the effort equation. Okay, so let's talk about the effort. Ideally, both sides should contribute equally. If one person is putting in 90% effort while the other is just sitting back, that's not fair. The first stages thrive when people are willing to meet in the middle. We need to recognize that effort should feel balanced. It's not about playing games, it's about mutual interest and respect. Chapter 4, avoiding the narcissist trap. So now, one has to wonder about this whole notion of being put on a pedestal and needing to be chased, etc., etc. Is this a form of narcissism? So the dynamic of chasing and being chased, sometimes there are people who expect all the attention but don't really show any interest themselves. That can come off a bit as a narcissist, right? If someone just wants to be admired without giving back that same energy, it can lead to disappointment. If I'm putting effort into getting to know you, it makes sense that you should be willing to do the same. It's only fair. Now, when women express that they want to be chased and expect a man to go all out to pursue them, it can hint at a mindset of entitlement. But let's be clear, this behavior varies a lot from person to person and isn't always rooted in narcissism. However, some cases it is, and here are a few things to consider. Here are a few perspectives to think about. Number 1, expectation versus reality. Some women might have grown up believing that being pursued is a sign of love and value. They may think that the effort a guy puts in reflects how interested he is, which leads to certain expectations about chasing. 2, narcissism and self-importance. In some cases, if a person feels like they deserve special treatment without putting any effort back, that could be a sign of narcissism. This behavior might show a lack of empathy for how the other person feels, or an attitude that they should always be the center of attention. 3, cultural influences. We can't ignore the role of media and society. Movies and TV shows often glorify the idea of someone being chased in romantic situations. This kind of portrayal can create unrealistic expectations about how dating should work, which can shape how some women see these dynamics. And here's the thing. When someone expects all the attention without showing any interest themselves, it can come off as narcissistic. If a person just wants to be admired without returning the energy, it can lead to disappointment. If I'm pouring my energy into getting to know you, you should be willing to put in the effort. It's only fair. Chapter: Don't fall for the chase trap. All right. So let's think about this. Dating and the whole idea of chasing women. I want to help you understand that you don't have to go above and beyond to win a woman's attention or affection. Listen, at the end of the day, you've all heard it before. Women make rules for the guys they don't like, and the ones they do like, they abandon all their rules. So this idea that you should roll out the red carpet or put women on a pedestal is a total misconception. It's a time to ditch that Hollywood fantasy. Look, the truth is, you shouldn't feel like you have to chase a woman just to get her to notice you. If she's not showing you real interest from the start, it's not worth your time. If she's not putting in the same effort as you, like 50-50, then why should you keep trying? That kind of one-sided effort isn't fair, and it won't lead to a healthy relationship. Here's something that's important to remember. When women who are genuinely interested in you will make that clear. You see, you will see it in how they act and what they say. If you're feeling like you're constantly pursuing her and she's not matching your energy, that's a sign of to step back. I never understood the whole notion of she's playing hard to get. She's playing hard to get. No, forget all of that and definitely step aside and keep it moving. Now, some guys might feel pressured by the idea that they have to keep being persistent until they win a woman over. That's a myth. That society has pushed on us, and it's just not real life. It's important to realize that you shouldn't be manipulated into thinking that chasing someone down and being overly persistent is the way to get their attention. You see, in this day and age, it's all about mutual interest. If you're doing all that chasing and she's not reciprocating, it's time to reevaluate whether she's worth the effort. Don't get caught up in that chase. Focus on finding someone who truly values you and shows interest right from the beginning. Keep your standards high and remember that a good connection goes both ways. And I can't emphasize that enough. So remember, guys, don't fall for the trap of chasing and trying to earn someone's attention. And listen, at the end of the day, I get it. You see a lot of comments from a lot of women saying that men are sassy, men want to be chased by women and don't want to do the chasing anymore or pursuing. And it's not about that. I'm not saying to not shoot your shot. Every man should shoot their shot. Every man should pursue. But at the end of the day, they should always be a mutual effort when getting to know someone in the beginning stages. That's all I'm saying. So remember, guys, don't fall for the trap of chasing and trying to earn someone's attention. Look for women who are interested in you and really willing to put in the effort too. That's how you find real connections, not just Hollywood stories. Conclusion. On that note, thanks for joining me today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Let's chat in the comments below. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time, and salute.